Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang with Morsels of a Thought number 1665, part B, because I just had a show an hour ago. We have got an extra show today. So it's actually 1666 times in a row that I have been here with you. So I'm actually one ahead, one show ahead. Now, we are going back into the rules handbook. In fact, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Let's just do the other book instead. Let's do Not Your Mother's Rules. Confidence looks good. We know this. We were just talking about getting to know your date. So, therefore, let us find a topic that is near and dear to getting to know your date. Look like a creature, unlike any other, is a very, very, very good one. Okay? Now, we have done this one before. Sorry. We have done this one before recently, so always end everything first, get out of there. We did that one. Do whatever you want until you're ready to do the rules. Number 22, page 22, page 22. Sorry about this. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was the alarm. I'm sorry about that. I just had Siri turn it off. Thank goodness this is an Apple phone, I think. Thank goodness. Chapter 4 in Not Your Mother's Rules, The New Secrets for Dating, and now with their daughters too, by the New York Times best-selling authors of The Rules, Ellen Fine and Sherry Schneider. Yay! They are world famous for this, you know that? They are world famous. They have been translated into 27 languages total. Chapter 4. Do whatever you want until you are ready to do the rules. Are you okay when a guy you hook up with never texts you again? Do you think being asked out last minute is fun and spontaneous as opposed to insulting? Do you ask guys to, hey Siri, turn off the alarm. Hey Siri, turn off the alarm. Did it turn off? Oh, yes. Do you ask guys to hang out and you just shrug when they say no? Do you continue dating a guy who says he is, quote, not looking for anything serious, end quote, and who sees other women? When your mother or friends suggest the rules, do you say, I have an MBA. No one is going to tell me what to do? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then keep doing what you're doing. You're not ready. You're really not ready. This book may not be for you, or at least not yet. All we can say is have fun breaking the rules while it lasts. Stalk a guy, write on his wall every day, fly to his city, text him at 2 a.m., and tell him how much you like him. Have the time of your life. Be bold, outrageous, and sassy. Act crazy and carefree. Let's face it, most college girls don't want any rules, much less dating rules. They want to do whatever they feel like. They are not thinking ring, wedding, marriage, and children. So why should they give up short-term fun for long-term anything? They may not even have any future plans yet. At this point in their lives, they just want to study and party and hopefully graduate. They want to experiment with sex and possibly with drinking and drugs. They are not looking for anything serious. They want to be silly and flirt with whoever catches their eye instead of waiting for the guy who notices them first and makes the first move. They are not looking for husband material. They want the option of going on booty calls when their hormones are raging. They want to run with their feelings instead of being discreet. Why follow a boring set of rules when you're young and have the rest of your life to do that? Why not have fun now and figure things out later? We totally get it. The rules are simply not for women who just want to have fun. They are for women who get hurt and depressed when a relationship doesn't work out. Haven't we all? They are for women who call their best friends, therapists, psychics, or us when they don't know how to get a guide to commit. The authors, they charge $350 an hour for consultations personally, and they have consultations. So, and they do take credit cards, they take every form of payment, and as far as I know, and they are available to be consulted with by women who are really close to what they think is a good guy, a good deal, a good marriage. They hope that the women who call them are usually with a serious relationship. That otherwise, why waste your money, right? But they are available. The authors are indeed available. The women do not find random hookups fulfilling anymore. They want a loving, lasting relationship. If you don't feel this way yet, then definitely burn the candle at both ends. Text guys all night or hop on a plane to meet an all nine guy you just friended on Facebook or whose profile you just clicked on. We frequently get emails and Facebook messages from women who feel their sister or friend could really use the rules. They write, she took back a guy who cheated on her. She really needs the rules. Or she's 30 and been dating this guy for 6 years and he still hasn't proposed. She needs to wrap it up already. My coworker is in love with a married man with kids, and I don't think he is leaving his wife anytime soon, and I can't get through to her. I wish she would do your rules. There are lots of situations where women want other women to do the rules because they see something, and women can actually lose friendships over this because either the woman that is not doing the rules is unable to accept what you say, or because you think it's too horrible to watch that you can't stand to see your friend not doing the rules. People do indeed lose friendships that way, but you do get friendships with other like-minded women. The rules telephone support group call number will be at the bottom. I will put it in later today. And there are Facebook pages, the Rules Support Group and Advice for Dating and Real Life is operated by Shannon Powless, and it's got 3,000 members in it. It is a very good site. She is very good. And then Edna McIntosh is what it is Edna McIntosh is a rules coach. She's on the telephone. I'll put the phone number down there later. And then Shannon Powless is a Facebook, sorry, she is a life coach, and she does the rules. So advice for dating in real life. So you can do either. And also Edna McIntosh is indeed also a business coach and a life coach. So you've got Edna McIntosh with several qualifications there, and then Shannon Powless with the life coach certification. She's in Canada, and Edna McIntosh is in New York. And anyway, or the authors say, we get emails from worried mothers saying, my daughter is always chasing guys and getting hurt. I'm worried about her getting a reputation. Can you help her? We get emails from women reading gossip blogs or tabloid magazines who write, I can't believe so and so actress visited him on every movie set and moved in with him. No wonder he thought she was clingy and dumped her. She needs the rules. We even have rules fans on Facebook who feel that the book should be handed out at birth or at puberty or at least taught in sex education in high school. Of course, we understand how they feel. It's frustrating to watch a friend or family member or beloved actress screw up her life when there is a better way to date. It's really hard to watch. But we tell them what we are telling you here. The rules are for women who want them, not for women who need them. The reason is that if you only need them and you don't want them, you're not going to do them. So you might as well stop your suffering and just do what the ever the hell you want. Playing hard to get and dating with boundaries and self esteem are not easy to do, and no one is going to do it until they have been burned badly and hit rock bottom. When women buy our book or get in touch with us for consultations, it's not because they arbitrarily woke up one day and decided, I think I want to be a rules girl. I think I only know one person who has done that. and does the rules really well, actually. It's not because they have nothing better to do. It's because they just got hurt by yet another guy in yet another going nowhere relationship and desperately want to change their MO. They have endured years of pain and suffering and humiliation, and this last relationship is the final straw. We are reading Not Your Mother's Rules, The New Secrets for Dating by Ellen Fine and Sherry Schneider. We are reading Do Whatever You Want Until You Are Ready to Do the Rules, which is in chapter 4 on page 22. I'm on page 24 right now. Okay, all right. The boyfriend cheated again, or the guy they dated for 5 years never proposed, or the married man didn't leave his wife and they just can't take it anymore. That's the kind of woman that calls them and does that. Does the rules. They're tired of waiting or stalking or having fantasy relationships. They're tired of instant gratification with nothing to show for it. They're tired of being dateless to their cousin's wedding. Not that the cousin's going to get married more than once, right? We think. They're tired of being dumped. In some cases, a woman will contact us because she just met Mr. Right and doesn't want to blow it. After years of breaking rules and settling for random hookups, she finally meets a cute guy, and after one kiss, she has an aha moment. She realizes that she does want a healthy, loving relationship, not just a lot of texting and sex. She doesn't want to mess it up by coming on too strong. What are you doing tonight? I have 2 tickets to a concert. Or being needy, when will I see you again? She thinks, whoa, I don't want to lose this guy. I need a plan. When a woman is at this point, when she wants to stop her self destructive dating habits, she is ready to do the rules. Naturally, I will indeed insert the fact that I also got hurt by a romance once, and that is how my friend lent me the rules. And the first time I read through them, I was like, no way, nuh-uh. I am never going to do that. No, this book is crazy. And I would read it. However, I got to the end of the book. I actually kept reading, right? I got to the end of the book. And then I said, I better read it again because I want to critique it more. So I took a stack of tiny Post-its, and it was my friend's book. So I put the Post-it on the side of where I wanted to highlight a line I didn't agree with. Pretty soon I had the entire book. I had Post-its that were as thick as the entire book. Seriously. And then I looked and I said, I guess I better go buy this book. So I did. And then I transferred all the Post-its over to the other one. I don't know why I did that. I could have just underlined everything. But I read it a third time again, and by the time I was reading it 4 times or 5 times, I was ready to do the rules. However, did I remember them? No, because I would remember some, but how can you remember 35 rules? How? But I knew I wanted to do them. It seemed like an unattainable goal. Well, let me tell you, I have been doing it for definitely lots of years, and lots of years, and I have read them lots of dozen times. Okay. Naturally, say the authors, we understand that some younger girls reading this book might have a hard time following it. They're in an environment where their friends have frat guys on speed dial, and everyone is getting drunk and going on booty calls, not ending dates first. My roommate just left. Why? Oh, because she was on a booty call. You want to come over? That kind of thing. They are still figuring things out and finding themselves. Try to tell your typical college sophomore to have, quote, one drink, end quote, and to, quote, wait until she is in a committed relationship to have sex, end quote, or rarely write on a guy's wall, end quote, and see how far you get. We have spoken at colleges and at seminars where young women have complained that it's hard to do the rules when everyone they know is texting guys nonstop and hooking up. But the truth is, you can still be a rules girl regardless of your circumstances or environment. You may not want to get married at 19, but you might want to be in a loving relationship in which the guy is crazy about you. The rules give you the upper hand. You have control. You don't get hurt. Now, wouldn't that be nice? They could have ended the chapter here, but there's more. And I'm going to say, I'm not going to say it. Oh, wait, I am going to say, this is morsels of a thought of wisdom. Hopefully that you get wisdom. Wisdom is knowing the right thing to do. Doing it is called virtue. Virtue is important in the world. Why? Because I have studied Chinese Qigong, and the fields of energy exists. Electrical fields, magnetic fields. If you look at what is it, electronic device the physicists have, there are waves everywhere. Um, Actually, we can control them with our brains. Actually, we all do control them with our brains. We just don't know how and why and when and how we're doing it, how much we're doing it. But I guarantee you, I don't guarantee you, you can find out for yourself that having a good set of energies will bring lots of things closer to you. And in my case, I actually have some people feeling jealous about it, but I'm hoping that my friend Ernest is going to keep some of them at bay. Hi, Ernest. And yeah, he used to work out and all that. So anyway, there's a lot going on here. And what else is there? 1665 words to TR Thursday, 1665, part B. The reason it's part B is that I accidentally put my show an hour earlier first. So there is another show today that I already have done that I read from the rules handbook, getting to know your date. I read that part already. So just so you know, there is a bonus show today. I wanted to make sure I came at the regular right time as well. I only discovered it at 6:09 a.m. It is about 6 something a.m. right now. Oh, I don't know. I can't see. College girls, say the authors, are not the only rebellious ones. We hear from women in their 20s who are into self-discovery and following their hearts. Another word about the authors, the co-authors. The co-authors are women who have done the rules. They knew the rules, did the rules, married by the rules. And in Ellen Fine's case, twice, she got a divorce in a certain time, and it was because she and her husband had grown into different people that were divergent from their original marriage. So they were now different people, and they were two different people that found themselves married but were not compatible anymore. So they had been compatible when they first got married, but it just didn't work. So it took Ellen Fine 2 or 3 years to find her next husband, but she did it relentlessly. She did exactly what she tells us to do, went to singles events all the time, went on dates, suffered through all of this. I don't know why I'm saying suffering. It is suffering. Okay. They feel that the rules are not fun. We hear from women in their 20s who are into self discovery and following their hearts, not into thinking hard and abiding by a boring set of dating do's and don'ts. They feel that the rules are not fun or that they are not ready to do them now, maybe in 5 years. We get it. We also have clients in their 30s, 40s, and 50s who are just out of a long relationship or an unhappy marriage. They have not been on a date with a new guy in years. They call us to find out what the rules answer is to their situation, but then they are not ready to follow through. They crave recklessness. They want to act like adolescents and have 3-hour text fests and 8-hour first dates and even a few one-night stands. We had one client who was determined to, quote, sow her wild oats, end quote. That's usually used for men, but we can do that too if we're not doing the rules. After being married, after being married to a workaholic husband who never wanted sex. Was he gay? We don't know. After emailing a cute guy she met online, she decided to instant message him at 2 a.m. and thought it would be, quote, an adventure to drive an hour away to meet him at his place that weekend. They slept together and she stayed with him for 3 days. She said she didn't care if she never heard from him again because she just wanted to have fun and make up for lost time. She heard from him sporadically over a period of 3 months, only when he wanted her to drive to his place. There were no romantic dinners or loving emails. After he ended the relationship by text, she was crushed. She realized that even when you tell yourself, quote, it's okay if it's just sex, end quote, it usually isn't. Women want more. So now she is doing the rules and loving it because we love the results. We don't love doing them. Ay, ay, ay. We have some intellectual type clients who argue that the rules are disingenuous. They want to write their own rules, quote, end quote, and quote, let their spirit move them, end quote, to email or text a guy or sleep with him. We tell them that this philosophy sounds good, but to call us after they get hurt and or meet the guy they really want to settle down with. And they usually do. Sometimes they do the rules by accident because they didn't really think they liked the guy and call us triumphantly to say, I didn't do the rules and we're engaged. But we explained that just because it was by accident doesn't mean it's not the rules. It's kind of like losing 10 pounds without really trying because you had a stomach flu. No matter what your age, whether you are single college freshman or a divorced 45-year-old, the rules are for you if excuse me, swallow, swallow. The rules are for you if you are tired of making mistakes with men and getting hurt or dumped. The rules are for you if you want to be in a healthy, loving relationship with a boyfriend and or future husband, as opposed to one-night stands and instant message marathons. So when doing, quote, whatever you want, end quote, stops working, you'll think about doing the rules. Until then, go wild. Okay? We'll talk to you again later. Ending show number 1665B. Old Kinderhook.